Welcome to this short webinar on business analysts and dinosaurs. This is a webinar that I ran about a year back. It was fairly popular. Then I decided to run it again this year because things are changing in the marketplace and the chance of getting obsolete is becoming faster and faster as we move through the years. So I made quite a bit of change to the presentation content as well. So my colleagues were kind of a bit critical, saying, "Ellen, you did this webinar last year. Will many people join this year?" I said, "Okay, let's try. I think it's a very interesting topic. I love this topic." Hey, Amitos is also here today. Oh, very good. Hey, hi, Amitos. Amitos is one of our
Hi.
past students. I know her quite well. Very good. Thank you. I'm just trying to make everybody the ability to talk. I wish there was a button which could say allow everyone to
Unmute.
talk. I'm so happy. Yeah, but that's not there in the platform, so I have to do it one by one. Anyway, maybe after a few minutes, whoever has joined, I will make them enabled as well. Um, for your kind information, my name is Ellen Mishra. I'm one of the principal trainers and business analysts at Adaptive US. I have been practicing this business analysis field for close to 27 plus years now. I also have been lucky enough to work with more than 50 clients in about 12 different countries, multiple continents, North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, quite a few. I think other than Australia, I probably have moved around quite a bit. I'm also the first BA in the world to complete all 7 IIBA certifications. And then I also have mentored more than 2,000 professionals to get IIBA certified, which I consider to be a world record. To my knowledge, I haven't seen any other trainer, faculty member who has got so many students IIBA certified. So it's always a pleasure to meet. Try to go live on other platforms as well. Okay. Let me see if it works. I have to mute. Okay. Otherwise, I'll hear back from the stream. Sorry, I will hear back from YouTube because I have kind of put the stream on YouTube as well. Anyway, so quick note about myself, and if you can kind of unmute yourself and say where are you joining from, that will be very nice to know. So all people who are from US, say yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's many people from US. Yeah,
Chicago.
good, very good. Yeah, very good. Few from Canada as well. There must be some people from Canada.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
England.
Yeah, anybody from Europe?
Yeah, Surrey in England, Ellen.
Yeah, okay. So England is not part of Europe anymore. Is that so? Okay.
Yes,
In
in
fact, there is a
Belgium here.
there is a very interesting trivia about a trivia I can ask you. Can you name the country which has the longest name in the world? Which country has the longest name? It's an interesting discovery if you try. It happens to be the UK. Okay. Although we call it as UK, but it is, I think, the United Kingdom and North Ireland something something. So it's really a long name. But I was also puzzled to know that the UK seems to be having such a long name. Anyway, glad to have you here. Anybody from Asia,
Yes, Ellen.
Africa? Yeah, very good. Africa? No one? I'm very surprised. Usually, some people from Africa do join, especially people from Nigeria seems to be very keen. Anybody from Australia? Unlikely. Australia is very late, so I am not expecting anybody from Australia. But anyway, I'm so glad so many of you came here today. You're spending your valuable time with us. It's always a privilege, and we enjoy that privilege for you. And I'm also very thankful that all of you who are here today, you are the kind of people who will really go ahead in their careers. Okay. Usually, people who do not invest into learning, they stay back. So, the world is changing so rapidly that those people who are not learning new things will become extinct like dinosaurs. That's why I gave the name of the webinar as Business Analysts and Dinosaurs. So, if you kind of you would have studied a little bit about dinosaurs, Many people will say that the reason why dinosaurs kind of became extinct, although they were very powerful at one point in time, is because they could not adjust to the changing environment or the changing conditions on Earth. So, species, professionals who do not adapt to the changing environments become extinct. And obviously, we don't want to become extinct unless you really have become more than 90 years old when you really have lost interest in life. None of us are in that age category. I believe all of you would have a significant career in front of you. I personally would like to work at least till 80, 85. That's my personal aim. Because the time I'm working, I'm keeping myself busy, I'm doing something productive. I would love to be in that particular situation. And the good part of being associated with this practice for so many years is something that I've seen changing over long duration. So I was part of the waterfall way of working. Some of you might have. Anybody here who has worked for a long waterfall project, like 3 year, 4 year, 5 year long waterfall project? Anyone?
I've
No
worked
one?
on that took a
Yeah.
couple of years.
Yeah. So some of you have worked, and I think you would have observed how differently we worked in that world. No? Because the world was different at that point in time, but the world is changing very rapidly. No? I have seen this personally, like the project manager role, few years back, not very long back, maybe 15, 20 years back. There were many, many project managers in large IT services firms. Today, you find very few. No? Most of the project managers have migrated to a product owner role, which is a combination of BA and PM. But getting exclusive project managers in the IT sector is becoming rarer and rarer. Why? Because a lot of business and a lot of project management activities are automated today, like your effort capture, status reporting, which used to be a major piece of work for project managers, that has already been automated. And trust me, our work is also getting automated at a very rapid pace. Hmm. So some of you might be hearing these terms. No? When you go to LinkedIn, you hear some senior person in some large company saying AI is not going to replace humans. How many of you believe that statement, that AI is not going to replace humans? Some of you do believe?
No.
No?
Well, it's going to replace some, but not others. It's a partial, I would say.
Yeah, but it is going to reduce the demand on human resources. Like when we needed 5 business analysts, maybe we will need 2 business analysts. So the openings will kind of shrink, and companies will also expect a much higher level of productivity, because the work that we used to do manually is getting automated. And you may be surprised. I'll show you some artifacts that I have generated using AI, and the quality of the output captured is phenomenally good. Okay. Just to give you a simple idea, I'll just show you something from my mailbox so that you can trust it. Okay. So we were having a valuation discussion about our company. We are a small company. We wish to have some investor put in some money to the company so that we can grow faster. Okay. So
Wow.
we had a 75-minute discussion with a friend of mine who is an investment banker. So he understands this field very well. No? So you can see here, it happened on March 4th, not long back. And when I go to this particular report that got generated automatically, I did not write one word here. Everything was created by the AI tool.
Hello,
Okay.
excuse me, Mr. Mishra. I'm
Yes.
Anand here. Are you sharing your screen? But like we are able to see only or I'm able to see only the presentation in here.
Okay. Maybe then I made a mistake. I should have made the screen share.
Hello.
Okay. Now I think, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I
correct.
set the presentation focus first. Now I think you should be able to see.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
you're
you.
able to see. Hmm. So look at the tool, what it did. Okay. So it captured a short video for us, whatever key points we discussed. It created a summary of the discussion, pretty good. It created chapters and topics on everything that we discussed. So many things we discussed in the call. And it also created action items saying Ellen Mishra will send this, Ananya will do this, Ananya will write this, Kazi will do this. So we were 3 participants in the call.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. So look at,
Hello.
sorry. Yeah, please.
I kind of disagree with the statement that AI will replace, certain professions. I think for a business analyst, I don't think AI will completely replace us because AI will never be able to be enlightened. They're not able to see in the present moment and make decisions based on the present moment. I don't think AI is going to be
No,
a
no, no, no.
human factor.
Okay, I think you mistook me. What I'm trying to convey is suppose we need at this point in time for a project 4,000 hours of business analysis work. Just take a random number. Okay. With AI, we may be able to do it with 1,000 hours of human business analyst activity. 3,000 hours could be done by AI.
Oh, I see. Okay,
It's about
got you.
it's about
Yeah.
speed.
Understood.
Speed.
Correct. It's about the speed, amount of work we will do. So the amount of work, so the company will see now that I have been, or the company has been able to create 3,000 hours of work using a specific tool or set of tools. Why would they have 4 business analysts?
Okay, I
No,
see.
they will always think, maybe I will have a good business analyst and tools which will get it done. No, so the demand for hiring will definitely come down. Okay, you would have
So-
seen this already happening in the industry. The developer hiring has really come down significantly. Whenever I talk to my friends, they're already saying what was being achieved by 50 people now can be achieved by 20 people. Okay, so don't trust the word, and it's always better that we play our cards well so that we stay relevant. Okay, because if we don't learn new things, we don't broad base our skills, most likely we will be the people who would be asked to leave.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so that is what I'm trying to say. Well, I'm not being ultra pessimistic, but I am being cautious, and I'm telling everybody whom I meet that people who do not pay attention to upskilling, broadening their skills, are definitely going to be in a troubled spot. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good, thank you. Then, of course, there is a very nice thing for all of you, those who are here today. At the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you coupons which could save you up to $500 on some of our products. So stay tuned. I will give you the coupons towards the end of the webinar. Okay. So this is again a very simple question to all of you. How many of you are already using ChatGPT for your work? Some of you must be using. Yeah.
I can
Neha
assure you that
says,
all of us are using it.
yeah, very good. I'm glad. No, because you people are progressive, so you are not hesitating from using newer tools at workplace. No, some
In fact,
organizations I
in,
still
in fact, I use more than just ChatGPT. I use Grok, I use
true.
Claude, I use Gemini, I use basically the whole lot, depending on what I'm looking
Very
for.
good. No, I just took ChatGPT as a sample LLM. You can use any of the products available in the market. It's just a symbolic question because ChatGPT came first, so people became aware of ChatGPT much before. But there are other tools as well. Okay. But I'm glad all of you are already using Gen AI tools, which is a good thing to note. Okay. So
I'm not
okay.
using GPT. So what's this program? How is this program advantage to our role?
I will show you something. Okay.
Sorry.
ChatGPT can actually, yeah, ChatGPT can help you to significantly improve your requirements elicitation and requirements analysis activity. If you use ChatGPT or similar tools, they can speed up your requirements elicitation, especially, I believe all of you are BAs, so you might be already familiar with a technique called document analysis. Must
Yes.
have heard this technique named document analysis. So document analysis is something like we had documents available for us. We used to read through the documents and kind of bring up requirements based on that document. ChatGPT actually summarizes internet for you. So it can actually give you requirements for practically many, many systems. So if you see, will somebody would have written things on any kind of platform, for example, okay? Say if you're trying to build a CRM system, would people would have written about CRM system or not? People would have written, no? So just for the benefit of some of you who may not have used ChatGPT, which will be a very small number, but I'll still run ChatGPT for a minute for you. That's not my intent to get into that kind of thing, but just for an example purpose, uh, tell me any system that you want to develop for your company. One system, whichever comes to your mind.
Let's build a chatbot.
Chatbot. Okay, very good.
Chatbot.
Okay,
That's a good one.
good one. Okay. So I can just request uh, some of you are not muted. Can you please go mute? Because I hear a lot of background sound that makes it a little hard for me. Just a request. Okay. So I just give this simple statement to ChatGPT saying, can you please, I always write please. It's a machine, but I always write please. Can you please provide high level requirements?
If you're rude, it will give you a rude answer.
Yeah. Usually, if you are polite, it gives you a slightly better answer. That's what people say. But look at this. Okay, so it has started providing me requirements. It will take a little time. Okay, you have to give it a little time. And then what you can do is you can take one of this requirement and ask further. Some error happened. Don't worry. Maybe I can just say, can you please complete this operation? Once more, let's put and see. It's still not as predictable as we want it to be, but we just have to be a little bit more patient.
Regenerate.
There's a
Press.
regenerate button.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
let me go back and see. Yeah, just look at. Okay, 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 okay. So you got the high level requirements done at some level. I'm not saying this is the only set of requirements, but even just to think and write as a human being, it might have taken time. And this is not something we're doing it newly, no? All of us recognize, even when ChatGPT was not there, we still used to use Google. No, we used to go and search Google, saying, give me some context about this particular domain, or give me some requirements for a particular product. Google will also give you, but it will not give you in a format which is very easy to use. Whereas ChatGPT can provide information in a format that you like. Like, say, for example, I can say, can you please specify NFRs? All of us understand NFRs for this system, in a tabular format, because I like tabular format. Okay. Generally, I'm more comfortable with tabular format. Start looking at it. Okay. So it says category, non-functional requirement. It gives you a description of that requirement. Okay. And then you can, of course, see and validate with your stakeholders based on your own knowledge. Is this good enough for me, or do I need to tighten it up? Or can I loosen it? Whatever is the case. But it already has given you something like 20 non-functional requirements. So you see how quickly we are able to develop our documentation content based on something that is already available on internet. And the good part is it's literally very low cost. Like what I was showing you, this particular report, which is a 40-page report. It's a 40-page transcription it created for me today, like this valuation discussion. And this tool costs me less than $1 a day. And to create this particular thing, if I would have tried to do it myself, I would have put an person on the job, might have taken a day, at least something like $200 we have to spend to get this done. So instead of $200, we have just spent $1 to get it done. So the price points have changed.
I personally think, right, this whole concept of generative AI tools are absolutely a game changer in the industry.
True.
And it could be a game changer for the benefit of those who are already seasoned business analysts, to be honest.
True, true. So people who are able to leverage such tools, their productivity will go up significantly. And obviously, they will be more appreciated at workplace. They can demand better salary as well. No? If you can show better value for the company, drive changes, drive requirements much faster, you can also ask for better money. See, end of the day, the company is seeing what kind of value you bring to the table. And if the value that you bring to the table is much higher, by leveraging tools, no, you can ask for a better salary. Okay, so this is this thing. It is an unpleasant truth. A lot of people may not agree with me, they may dispute, but this is something I have seen personally. Even in a company of our size, we are a very small company, only just about 20 people. There also, we are able to see the impact. And imagine a larger setup, it will definitely have much higher impact.
Yeah, Ellen, this was something that, of course, they said when computers came in originally, oh, computers going to take away people's jobs, blah, blah, blah. And then when we had the internet and Amazon came on, oh, this is going to kill off commerce. It's a bit of both, it opens up new opportunities. Some work that is getting done now does get replaced at the lower end of the skill spectrum, but it also opens up opportunities. So it's kind of like swings and roundabouts, but it's good. You're presenting a very good case here, I will say.
Sure, thank you so much. And especially these are studies done by others. It's not my study, but what it is trying to tell us is there are services which are little hard to be replaced, like manufacturing maybe will be less impacted. But if you see software and technology, to which most of us belong to, is the industry that will see a lot of impact because of what's happening in the world of generative AI, and then the further development, people have started talking about agentic AI. And this also means that companies will have tremendous power in their hand. Things which we never thought feasible to be done, you can do it. Like, say, for example, we as a company, we always side away from language translation. Say, for example, we have a ton of content on business analysis in English, but we are not able to convert that into Spanish, German, French, Italian, whatever. Now we can do it. We can do it very affordably, and hence our ability to serve a larger community of business analysts goes up. No, right now I am not able to serve Spanish community, but with AI, I will be able to serve Spanish community, which is a large community. So in a sense, it also opens up many opportunities for the organizations as long as we understand what AI can do and where AI can fit in. Good. So there are a couple of things that I always say. And one of the analogies I would like to bring to you is something called portfolio diversification. In finance, investment, you study this topic always. If you invest all your money into stock market, what can happen? Amanda, if you put all your 100% money into stock market, what can happen? Anyone?
Wow. If the
You could
stock
lose.
market crashes, you lose all
Yeah.
your money.
True. Because stock market is very volatile. So putting everything into one particular investment category can be very dangerous for a person. Same way, I always see that skills are something also, again, we need some diversification. if we are only aligned to a particular skill, like say, for example, requirements analysis, most of us would have been aligned to requirement analysis, largely, I would believe so. Whatever VAs that I have come across, maybe close to 90% are aligned to requirements analysis space. So if something happens to requirements analysis space, we get very badly affected. That is why it is in our interest that we diversify our skills. So when we diversify our skills, if one particular sector goes bad, we still have other skills to rely on. Mm. And the companies also see us as a little bit more rounded business analyst than just looking at one type of requirements analyst. Okay. So some of the diversifications I'm writing here, it's not mine. It's coming from IIBA. So if you look at IIBA itself, IIBA is already focusing a lot on data analytics because this is a space that is growing quite rapidly. See, every space goes and stabilizes. No? Even whatever growth you see in data analytics today, in 5 years' time, it may stabilize. Like I've seen when, say, 25 years back, becoming an ERP consultant was a craze. ERP consultants were paid very high. Why they were paid so high? I don't know. Like just if let's do a simple Google search, ERP consultant salary over last 20 years. Anywhere you take a look, maybe I can get some image. Let me see. Net salary. Okay, some image here, don't worry. But you will see that the salaries that they could draw earlier has come down. It usually happens everywhere that in the beginning, when the skill is new, that time people are willing to pay you a lot more. Okay. But as the skill becomes a commodity, and all skills become commodity over a period of time. Maybe right now, data analyst skills are little bit premium, data science skills are little bit premium, but in 5 to 10 years' time, they will also become like, I don't know, I'm not seeing the salary figure here. Somewhere it must have been there because Google pulled up this particular document.
Maybe you can ask to ChatGPT.
We can ask that also to ChatGPT, but I don't know whether we'll get an image. Image is not, it's not strong at imagery, but text, I think it should be, see like this. Oh, this is actually across countries. That's US, Germany, Switzerland, Ukraine, Netherlands. So it's talking about different countries, but not over a period of time. But I personally see ERP consultants could charge a lot more, say 20 years back. You can't charge that much now because many more ERP consultants have come. No? So any sector that is promising, people join in good numbers, and then they bring down the salary of that particular sector. So the only thing I figured out, which I feel missing in our portfolio, is something on strategic analysis, which I believe is a good area to focus, especially if you are a senior business analyst. No, all of us would like to become strategic analyst, helping the company to chart its path, what the company should be doing, where should it be investing its money, resources. So that is something which I feel is something missing right now. I've been requesting IIBA if we could have an extension for this. They say they have something in plan, but it never gets published. Although I have heard from people within IIBA that there is a document available which is on strategic analysis. Okay. Maybe again, when I meet them in person, I will again request them. But these are again areas that you should think to kind of diversify your skill so that your primary skill, you still already have it. But in case that primary skill demand comes down to some reason, or within your company, you can also say that I am not only a requirements analyst, I can also manage products. Because many companies are looking at managing products or venturing into products because products are high margin businesses compared to services. Similarly, if you have learned data analytics, you can say I can also help the company to understand data processes better, create more visualized dashboards and those kind of things, so that the company sees better value with you. Okay, so actually, I said role specific. It's actually, I would say, domain specific processes. So when I said domain, I meant product ownership, data analytics. That's also kind of a role as well. So this is something that we need to learn newly, because this is something we may not be knowing right now. The good part is behavioral skills are generally common. If you move from business analyst to product owner or to data analyst, it's not significantly different. So that way you are saved from learning these skills. But the tools are also again different. The tools that we use in requirement analysis is different from the tools that we use in data analytics. So obviously, as I said, always keep an eye on your behavioral skills. This is something that AI cannot replace. To my knowledge, at least in near foreseeable future, I don't think AI will be evolving to such an extent that it can behave like a human being. There's still some time. It's still a good background worker, okay, but not a forefront worker. Okay, I don't know when it will become like that as well. Like maybe at some time, I will find a robot sitting next to me and almost working like a colleague to me. But that probably is some time away, not in the very near future. Okay, so this is something I say that there are 6 steps that we can make sure that we'll stay relevant. One, of course, learn the new skills, learn the new tools, get mentored. Having expert advice available to you is always helpful. Then we should always look for opportunities to apply our new skills, new learnings. This is something I always say. People say that, okay, are certifications helpful? I'll give you examples as well. Certifications differentiate you in a crowded market. And there was one particular case I remember very vividly. All of you remember COVID? Do you folks remember
Of
COVID, or you
course.
don't remember?
Of
Of course,
course.
we all remember, no? So which sector got very severely impacted due to COVID? Which sector got very badly affected?
Retail shops?
Retail?
Retail,
Airline.
retail, airlines, hospitality. No, these sectors got impacted very, very badly. Again, somebody, I'm getting a back echo. Can you please go mute? I don't have an option to mute all of you. Okay. So this lady was working in an airlines company, and the airlines company decided to get rid of many people on board. So she also got laid off in that process. So now if you look at same COVID situation, which sector started doing well or did much better uh, due to COVID? Which was that sector?
IT.
IT. What else?
Logistics.
Logistics, yes. Banking.
I would say healthcare.
Healthcare did very well. But banking also
Banking.
did very well. Yeah. So because a lot of people started transacting digitally instead of physically. No. So people were concerned that if they carry the currency notes, they can kind of get the disease through that currency note, because it's a virus which spreads with contact. And that's why people started very worried about cash transactions, and a lot of people moved into digital payments. So the digital payment space opened up very, very well. So this lady got a job in a banking sector because she was CBAP certified. So once you are certified, you're proving yourself to the market that I know this subject reasonably well, and hence I can be trusted. And anything that can be trusted will come with a higher price tag. I also would like you to keep in mind that you should be open for new jobs in case your company is not doing very well. Yeah. So if you perceive that your company is not doing very well, keep your options open, because you never know when the company will stop loving you and will ask you to leave the company. Okay, So just to kind of again expand these points a little bit, almost very similar points. So one of the things that we have figured out for business analysts is the concept on generative AI, because this is something we've seen a very good discussion in the industry. A lot of people are talking about it, and we have within ourselves, we have seen this is becoming a very useful tool for all of you. So we created a course called Generative AI for Business Analysts. It's already available. It's live. We had a first session in February. The next session will happen in May as well. And this is already endorsed by IIBA. So you get the CDUs for your subsequent recertification as well. Then again, one more space that I would definitely, sorry,
Can I interrupt? How many CDUs, sir, for this course?
I don't remember. I have to go and
Okay.
see it in the website.
Sure, no
Can you
problem.
just show the screen that showed you the process for the analytics one again?
This one also. Yeah. The CDUs are available for sure, I know, but exactly how many I don't remember. But on the website it will be there. So this is the data analytics process. And the good part is IIBA has already published a very nice guidebook for us called Guide to Business Data Analytics. So in case you are not a member of IIBA, I would strongly recommend you to become a member of IIBA because many reasons. One, you get very good resources for yourself. In case you are planning to write any certification, you also get a discount on certification fees. So that's a win-win for IIBA and for you as well. You also get to network with a lot of BAs around the world. It's a very active community of 50,000 plus BAs around the world. So this is the process that IIBA has said, okay, what is it that we are trying to achieve in this project? What kind of data we will need? What the data that we get, we look at the data, and then we kind of result or provide visualization to our stakeholders. And obviously, we try to improve our existing products and processes using data. And finally, it talks about getting data analytics competency throughout the organization. That's how the process has been laid out. Okay. Okay. Then obviously there are many tools, and as some of you said, ChatGPT is one tool, Grok is another tool. There's so many tools that you can look at. Gemini is another tool, etc., etc. There are many tools which you can use, and most of them are free, which is a good thing. I love this read.ai mostly for my meeting transcriptions. You can take a look at that as well. The third tool that I have been very,
Is
I'm
uh,
sorry
is
to
Read
interrupt you.
is Read.ai an app or is it just online?
it's an app.
Okay.
Okay, so is it
It's an app.
free or paid version?
It has free version as well. It has a paid version as well.
Oh, okay,
It's like the
understood.
freemium model. So
Oh,
up
okay.
to 5 meetings in a month, I think it is free. But if you go beyond 5 meetings, then you have to pay.
Okay, yeah, understood.
Hmm?
Thank you. Yeah.
Hmm. Almost all these are free to use, free to start. And then if your usage is higher, then of course you have to pay some money to that company.
So
So the
like
good,
for a particular meeting, like is there any restriction like 30 up to 30 minutes it will be free. So after
I
that
don't
you
know. I don't think so.
oh okay.
It's number of meetings,
Oh
not the
okay.
duration, not the duration. That's the model right now. Maybe they'll get an idea and they'll say you can go up to 30 minutes meeting. Okay. Okay. So another tool which I really love is Lucid Chart. This has come up with some AI diagramming feature, which is quite nice. So you can explore that as well. Like you can draw process model, ER diagram, state diagram using Lucid Chart. Okay, and using AI prompts. So that's something very nice, which has come.
Sorry, what's the difference between that and Visio?
VCO does not have AI capabilities. It's still very, very manual.
Yes.
Everything you do. Well, maybe VCO also is changing. I have not explored VCO, so I can't comment on that. But check if VCO has built-in AI capabilities. Lucid Chat for sure has. I have checked that. Okay. Then again, if you go to the data analytics side, things like Microsoft Excel, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, these come into picture. And SQL has been a very steady technology for many, many years. It is like an evergreen skill to have, and it's not very complex to learn as well. So even a non-programmer like me, I still can write some simple SQL queries, which is what I like. Okay, so, and it's a very valuable skill for any data analyst. Okay. Then I come to the third point. Always remember, having experts behind you is always a good idea. And with Adaptive, you get an amazing set of experts to back you up. I will show you their profiles as well when you look at us. And the good news is also we have floated a service in the UK for the time being, which is a guaranteed income improvement program. Okay, but that's only available right now in the UK. We haven't gone to other countries. So if any one of you are in the UK and you are looking at that kind of an option, do let me know. I will connect you to the right team to talk about it. I'm not talking much about that particular product because it's still in a pilot phase. No, we just want to experiment how that product goes. If we are successful with that experimentation, we will go to other countries as well. It's always good. Whatever new things you learn, you apply. Now, that's how you make yourself better. So in your company, if you find there are already existing data analysts or product owners or product managers, try to talk to them, try to shadow them, understand what kind of documentation they are creating. So that way you can make ready yourself to go to the next role sometime in near future. If you are a completely new BA or you're trying to get into the BA space, be open to be playing a volunteer role, maybe for an organization. There's a non-profit, you can volunteer with them, and then be open for internships if you are completely new to the field, like you don't have a job and you are looking for a new job. There also, we're trying to work with a couple of HR consulting firms. So that's still in discussion phase, with whose help we can actually apply to many jobs. That's our aim, that we take the drudgery out of the job application process, find better match, and then make sure that it happens. And the pilot is in UK. Again, as I said, it always makes sense to be certified. All said and done, people who are certified are more confident about their work, their skills, and companies also value people who are certified because they have that trust, you know. And from our own experience, we have observed certified BAs can easily earn up to 50% more compared to the uncertified ones. So it's in your best interest that you put in some time and money to make yourself certified. Okay, the last part is about job selection, especially if some of you are really looking for a new opportunity. It's important to pay attention to the job selection process. So we, through our own programs and through a partner program, help you to write your new CV, update your LinkedIn profile, those kind of activities, we do it for you. And also, it might make a lot of sense for you to participate in LinkedIn groups, because there are good groups available on LinkedIn. And when you participate in LinkedIn activities, other people take a note of what you're doing. And maybe a recruiter or a company will look at your profile because you participated in certain activities. Again, we also help our students and others in terms of guiding them through a proper interview process. So the company that I am talking to, they have an AI-based interviewer as well. So I just want to experience, does it really do a good job? If it does a good job, maybe we take that license in a bulk and we give it to you so that we can kind of save some money for yourself. I believe most of you know about us, so I'm not going to spend much time here, and I'll leave some time for our question and answer. So this is what we are known for: good quality content, the kind of mentors that we deploy. And you may be surprised to know that in 8 years of our existence, we have only selected 8 faculty members. That's it. So our average intake of a faculty is 1 in a year, because we just want to be very sure. Again, I'm getting an echo from someone. Can you please go mute? Thank you so much. Somebody is not muted. Okay. So we have an amazing support team. So when you work with us, you will see how promptly you get support. Even if it's a Sunday, we provide support, which is very unusual for other companies. We're almost like a 24/7 company. So these are the people that you will interact with when you interact with Adaptive. Victoria is on the board of IIBA. Bindu is the head of IIBA Europe. Laura, Olivia, both of them have been long time
Silly.
volunteers.
Irritate कर रहे हो मैंने.
Sorry.
Okay. बहुत बढ़िया चैनल है. चलो start करो.
Not very sure. I think I should be a little bit careful in letting people speak. Okay, that's okay. So these are the people. Then Tom is an amazing trainer as well. And Tom mostly focuses on our non-core certifications like AAC, CBDA. I have been teaching these courses for about 10 plus years now. And again, as I said, I have assisted more than 2000 BAs to get IIBA certified. What else if of interest to you? There's so many stories that you can read about what our students have achieved in the past. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's thousands. So you can trust the process. Okay. So this is something all of you can make a note. Because you attended this webinar, all of you, if you buy anything from us, you get an extra month of access for free. And usually that comes anywhere between $30 to $50, depending on the product. Like for ECBA, it's $30. For CCBA, it's $40. For CBAP, it is $50. So this is one thing for everybody. The other thing is, as I said before, there is a massive discount on our ultimate products. Okay. So we have a plan which is called the ultimate plan. And these are the coupon codes that you can make note of. And you can apply this coupon code, and this literally will take care of your exam and application fee. Okay. So only thing you have to pay is your membership fee to IIBA. The remaining part is being taken care by this particular discount. It's very generally simple. For AAC, it's AAC 300, you get $300 off. CBDA, $300 off. ECBA, $300 off. CCBA, $500 off. And CBAP, $550 off on the ultimate plans.
So let me get this right. If I want to do the CBAP qualification, what you're saying is that I'm going to get $550 off my fee to Adaptive US. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. It also depends on how much it costs. How much the cost of the
the course is about, I think, $19.99, the ultimate plan. I can see it on the website as well, if you want to see it on the website. I don't remember the prices that well, but I think I should.
Because I am in the UK and I've done the BCS, so I want to now do the CBAP.
Okay. BCS is also a good qualification, for sure, there's no doubt. But we offer CBAP trainings, no? So we are not aligned to BCS. So if you see pricing here, so this is what it is. So right now it's $19.99, but you get $550 off on this. So you're almost getting 25% off, little over 25% off on this price. Okay. So this is the plan, which is like unlimited support, unlimited access duration. So there's no restriction on this product. Whereas the other variant of the product, which is much lower priced, but this has restrictions, like it has 6 months access, those kind of things. It depends. For most people, this is good enough. But people who want a little more support, little more access duration, then this is a good product to look at. So I trust you noted the coupon that would apply to you, whichever course you are trying to take. So make a note of this coupon code. Then I will also tell you when our next sessions are starting. We do have a session starting tomorrow itself. So in case somebody is really in a great hurry to start, you can start as soon as tomorrow. That's guaranteed to run, so nothing to worry. So there you can join for ECBS, ECBS CBAP. Then there is another cohort beginning on 22nd March, which is ECBS, ECBS CBAP again. And the CBDA cohort begins on 4th May.
Sir, quick question.
Yes.
I was interested in CBDA because my recertification is in suspend mode. CBAP certification, and that's last date is 30th April. So is there any batch which I can join for CBDA ASAP?
We started it a couple of weeks back. We do have a batch running for AAC. So
Okay.
that also will suffice for recertification. We have just done one session. That's something you can look at. Unfortunately, CBDA we don't have right now running. It started sometime back. It's almost in the completion stage. I don't want you to join the last session. No, that doesn't look good.
Okay.
But write to us. Somebody will guide you. Maybe there is some alternative that we can think of.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
And if you go to the, sorry, yeah,
I have a question for you.
sure.
Okay, for the coupons that you displayed, they can they be used both on, can they be used on the IIBA website?
No.
It
This
has to
is
be
for
adapted.
us. Yeah,
Okay.
this is our coupon. We cannot give IIB a coupon. No, that's
Okay,
their company.
that's no, okay, that's what I wanted to get clarification on. And
Yeah.
also, to join your Adaptive US, what is that membership price?
What is your question?
For Adaptive US, to become a member, what is your membership price? I don't see anything about that.
We don't any membership price.
Okay.
You just
Okay.
join a program, then you become our student.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
But maybe that's a good idea you're giving me.
Make more money, right?
Yeah, true.
One that you're giving these people ideas, they need to pay you money for those ideas, huh?
Sure.
or pay us to attend webinars. How about that?
No, it's okay. We are profitable, so we are not so worried about a little money coming here and there. It's okay. We want to do a good job with whatever money we take from you. And remember, we make $0 if you are unsuccessful. That's our motto. That we have to make our students successful, then we earn our money. Otherwise, we don't earn any money. You can see here, no? So we are committed to give you 2 retake fees. We are committed to give you anything that is left with us in case you are not successful. Good. So this is what we do, and we kind of work with so many students. So many of our students have found much better roles, jobs as part of their association with Adaptive. Any question anybody would like to ask me? We still have 5-6 minutes left.
I have a question. Okay.
Sorry.
No, go.
Yeah, go
on. Ladies first.
Okay. Go ahead. One of you should, no? Wow, there's an interesting point saying expand your skill slide, anticipating to see an upskill area for BAs, enabling digital transformation. That's again a great space to look at. Process automation. Process automation has been reasonably well covered as part of BABOK. But again, AI solutions are kind of coming in. So having a flavor for AI can be helpful as well. I would always see. And one of you have asked, can I send you the PowerPoint? We will. We are recording the session, so both the recording and the PPT will come to you in a day's time. Okay. Good. So any other person? Yes.
Mine was basically to do with your something you mentioned around the UK around some kind of support or something to do with funds. I wasn't too sure. I didn't pick it up properly.
The UK one, the UK program is a guaranteed income improvement program. Guaranteed income improvement. Okay. Of course, it has some restrictions, like you should be open for consulting assignments. But if you're keen, do write a note to us. I'm kind of leaving my
So where
company.
do I write this note to? Because I'm very, very keen.
Oh, very good. Yeah. So just do one thing. Send an email to CS, that's our customer success team ID, at adaptiveus.com. Somebody will help you once we get it. Okay. Then there is an upcoming session on AI for business analysts. That's probably in the month of May or June. I'm not very sure, but we plan to conduct it once in a quarter. That's our internal plan.
So what is this? What is it scheme called? The one in the UK. What was it actually called?
It's for people who want to increase their salaries, and it's a guaranteed income improvement program. So you work with us, we work with you. We promise you 50% salary hike in 6 months' time.
Okay.
And if you don't get, we pay you back whatever money you paid us.
Okay. Guaranteed income improvement program. That sounds very
It's a very strong proposition, but we just have to be very careful that we actually are able to run well, which I believe we will. Our guarantees have been working for 8 years. It's not something new. So don't worry. Okay. Then Neha has a question saying, does IIB offer product owner certification? It does. There is a product called CPOA, Certified Product Owner Analyst. That is a course designed for any business analyst who want to move into the product owner role. Okay. In fact, this is saying 1900. I did not update this. I think now we are close to 2100. In fact, as I speak with you, we are close to 2100. In a couple of days, I think we will cross to 2100 as well. Any other question from anybody else? No? Okay, that's nice. Okay, so we are almost on the verge of the webinar time. Thank you all again for joining us today. It's always our privilege and honor to have you on the webinar. And I'm hopeful that we answered some of your questions. If you have any other question which I did not answer in the webinar, please again write to cs@adaptiveus.com. Either the team will be able to answer. If not, then I will be able to answer the question. There's somebody who is anonymous saying, what's a good roadmap for business analyst? Are you considering a career roadmap? Is that what I would understand by the roadmap? I would believe so. There are many ways you can improve your BA career, no? Yeah, PO is definitely a good option for BAs because POs are considered as a slightly more influential role in the organization structure. So BA to PO is a very natural progression. From a PO, you can move to a product manager position. So BA, PO, PM. Okay. Thank you, folks. Thank you all for today's wonderful participation. I'm glad the technology did not trouble us anyway, and we could interact with each other very, very well. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. One last question. Somebody says,
Thank you.
do you consider prompt engineering as a good skill for BA? Of course. It is a good skill to acquire. And we cover that in our course as well. Okay. Thank you so much.